Lovely. Oh, hello, and welcome to the Plough and Harrow quiz. That time of the week again. Is it? We don't know what day it is, do we, anymore? But it doesn't matter. Get your pens and pencils ready. It's time for a quiz-a-thon, live here from Swansea. Right, our first round is the connections round. 5 questions and 1 answer will link them all. Question number 1. Which singer had a 1970s hit with the song Daughter of Darkness? Question number 2. Who was the first Lord Protector of England? Question number 3. Who was assassinated by members of her own bodyguards in 1984? Number 4. In the nursery rhyme, who couldn't put Humpty Dumpty together again? And question number 5. Which US singer had a British top 10 hit with the song Devil Woman? Well, that was round 1 and I hope you enjoyed. Now it's time for round 2, a little song-a-thon with Captain Carless and the intros round.
Oh, welcome to the intros round. This is going to be challenging for you and challenging for me. I'm going to play some intros to various different songs from various different decades. I'm not entirely sure how to play them, but can you guess what they are? Here is intro number 1. Well, that wasn't too bad, but things are going to get a bit harder for intro number 2. Okay, intro riff number 3. Well, I hope you're ready for intro number 4. Well, that was alright. What about intro number 5 though?
Well, there we go. As they say in Llandau, that's enough of that. Now it's time to move on to the proper quiz, general knowledge. Are you ready for question number 1?
Do you want my help?
No, I don't want your help. I don't want your help.
Oh, you don't want my
I
help?
don't want your help.
Oh,
Okay.
all right, fine.
Everything is a frame of mind. Question number 1. What is the fault line that San Francisco was built on? Question number 2. In which year was the £1 coin introduced? In the UK, question number 3. What did Percy Shaw invent in 1934, which most of us see thousands of on a regular basis? Question number 4. What ranks higher in the Royal Navy, a captain or a commander? Question number 5. What is the most consumed manufactured drink in the world? Sorry I'm late. I was in Paris. Anyway, that's the end of the general knowledge round. I hope you did really well. I know I didn't. But now it's time to go to the adverts. But before we do, here's one more bonus question for 5 points from my friend Bennett Aaron.
Hello, I'm Bennett Aaron, or as you're probably thinking, who? I've been asked to read out a question, which I'm now going to do. Which Welsh narrow gauge railway is credited as being the inspiration between Reverend W. Awdry's Thomas the Tank Engine? I'll read that again. Which Welsh narrow gauge railway is credited as being the inspiration between, and I'll read it again. Which Welsh narrow gauge railway is credited as being the inspiration between. I'm a professional trained actor, just want to let you know. Which Welsh narrow gauge railway is credited as being the inspiration behind Reverend W. Awdry's Thomas the Tank Engine. I don't care, I'm not being paid for this. Enjoy your quiz.
Well, can I say, I hope you're all keeping safe. It's really important at this time that we stick to the rules because it won't always be like this, and I know it's pretty challenging for everybody at the moment to stay at home and not be out and about, especially when the weather's so good. So I hope as I say, this will change and it will get better. With the could I say that what's happening in the Bishopston ward is that we've created a community hub at the Lamplighter where we are taking messages every day, and we collect those messages from 11 until 12 o'clock each day and then go out and action them. So if elderly people or vulnerable or people self-isolating want something, please let us know. It could be to post a letter, it could be for grocery supplies, or it could be getting a newspaper. But please let us know, and we're there to help. In addition, on Saturday, from Saturday this week, we are providing lunches for the vulnerable and elderly. Again, please ring the Lamplighter from Monday to Thursday with your order, and we will deliver that then on Saturday. But please ring us and let us know. I'm actually standing in the Plough and Harrow in Merton, and I have to thank Nick for the great job that he's doing for the community, providing, the pub is closed, but they really are providing meals for the community, and that is important to get a degree of normality back into our lives. And finally, I'd like to mention we've on the 8th of May are the VE Day celebrations. Well, this year, obviously, with people not able to meet collectively, what people are suggesting is that we actually have a party in our front gardens, a picnic in the afternoon. Get your house dressed up in red, white and blue. So that's Friday the 8th of May, and I hope you'll consider taking part to celebrate the 75th anniversary of the end of World War II. Keep safe, and I hope to see you soon.
Hi everyone, I'm Lucy Sudbury. I'm one of the volunteers and coordinators for the Gower Isolation Support Group. We are a local organisation that's been put together to help the most vulnerable people in our society through this COVID-19 crisis. We are running a food bank every Friday. We've got volunteers out collecting, so any donations you want to make, leave them on your doorstep by 12 o'clock and they'll be collected by 2. We've got a central hub in the Lamplighter, which is across in Bishopston Village, and that is just taking calls from people who need any help, need any prescriptions collecting, need any shopping collecting, anything we can really do to help those who are either self-isolating or elderly or don't have the ability to get out and about in public, and shop for themselves or sort of fend for themselves. And as of this Saturday, we're also starting the Saturday Grub Club. So that's aimed at really at the most vulnerable in our community who really would just like a hot meal cooked and provided for them once a week. You can sign up for just 1 week, you can sign up for a month, you can sign up to have a couple of meals delivered at a time and then keep them so that you've got something in the freezer. In order to register your interest, the telephone number is 01792 232012. So that will go through to an answer machine, but if you actually want to speak to someone in person, the Lamplighter is manned between 11 and 12 every day. Any call that we receive, we will always return the call, so everything's logged. The answer machine will log any call that comes in. So really, we're just here and willing to help anybody who needs that help, especially now that it's going to be a little bit harder to shop for yourselves, the rain and all the rest of it. The nice weather seems to have seems not to be quite so much at the moment. So if you're self-isolating, give us a call and we'll come and help you. Thanks very much.
Hello, I'm Tom Harper, your local gardening expert. I can do anything you fancy. Plant your seeds or trim your bush, anything you want. So call me now on 07920 481 083. Ta-ta! Welcome back to part 2. And it's now time for round 4. In this round, I thought I would tell you some of my best jokes that I've written as comedian Ellis James. These jokes you will like, but you'll have to guess the punchlines for a point. Here's joke number 1. Why does Peter Pan always fly? Question number 2. When does a medieval soldier sleep? Question number 3. What do you call a chicken looking at a lettuce? Question number 4. What do you call a musical puppy? And question number 5. What did the grape do when he got stepped on? Well, while you're thinking about those answers, let's pop off to the movies for a second.
No. He's looking at you, kid.
Time for a bit of movie magic. Me, Ellis James, I haven't been in any movies yet, but there's time. But anyway, do you know these famous movie quotes?
God, what's your goddamn purpose of being in this army?
Well, I suppose to do whatever you tell me to, Sergeant.
Ah, goddamn, you must have an IQ 160.
People need dramatic examples to shake them out of apathy, and I can't do that as Bruce Wayne.
Get away from her, you bitch!
You have failed to maintain your weapon, son.
Oh, some lovely movies there. And that Carlos, he's a real Robert De Niro. But I was asking you earlier, do you know what day it is? And we didn't. But now I'm wondering, do you know what year it is? It's time for the Guess the Year round. Good evening and welcome to Mastermind. I'm Ellis Magnus James Magnuson. What is your name?
Yes, it is.
Excellent. Please, can you identify what year the following events took place? Question number 1. This year, in the UK, the Co-op opened the first ever supermarket. Widows' pensions were introduced and Rowntrees made their first packet of Polar Mints.
I don't know.
Excellent. Question 1. In the UK, the Co-op opened its first ever supermarket. Widows' pensions were introduced and Rowntree made their first ever Polar Mints. So, think you know the answers? Try this one for size. Question number 2. Women were allowed to vote by right in the British general election. Electric locks were introduced commercially, and for the first time, orienteering was devised in Sweden. Question number 3. John Glenn goes into space for the second time. Dana International wins the Eurovision Song Contest and Frank Sinatra died. Question number 4. The Red Nose Day occurred. Annie Bassett became the first woman general manager of an English League football club, and GCSE exams were introduced for the first time. Question number 5. Spelling Bee became the first ever TV panel game. Marriage guidance counsellors became available. And Lynn and Scott made their first pair of women's wife fronts. Can you guess the years? Well done, you've come this far, and you've passed all the questions. It's now time for the answers. No cheating now. Mark your own scores and let us know how you did. First round was connections, and the question number 1, the answer was Tom Jones. Question number 2, the answer was Olivia Cromwell. Question number 3, the answer was Indira Gandhi. Question number 4, the answer was All the King's Horses and All the King's Men. And question number 5, the answer was Marty Robbins. And the connection was Oscar-winning films: Tom Jones, Olivia, Gandhi, All the King's Men, and Martin. Marty, you twat. Okay, round 2. The answers were: song number 1 was Rebel Rebel. Song number 2 was Johnny Be Good. Song number 3 was Walking on the Moon. Song number 4 was Helter Skelter. And song number 5 was Original Prankster by The Offspring. Hope you did well in that round. And now answers for the general knowledge round. Question number 1. It was the San Andreas Fault. Question number 2 was 1983. Question number 3 was Cat's Eyes on the Road. Question number 4 was Captain. And question number 5 was A Lovely Cup of Tea. Lovely. And to answer Bennett Aaron's bonus question for 5 points, the answer was Talit Lynn.
Yeah, and that's why I'm not allowed in Blackpool anymore. So anyway, I meant to ask you, anyone in from Scarborough? No, I said that. Anyway, you are, well done, congratulations. Nice to have somebody in. Anyone from Cardiff? Yeah, there we go. Moving on, why is it? Why does Peter Pan always fly? Why is that, yeah? Because he never lands, does he? Never lands. You like that? Yeah? We're getting better cooking on gas now, here we go. When does a medieval soldier sleep? Night time. Yeah, you knew that. Well done, well done. Good joke that. Keep it going, keep it coming fast. So, what do you call it when a chicken looks at a lettuce? Chicken sees a salad. You can have that one. Anybody in here with pets? A dog? Excellent. What do you call a musical puppy? A subwoofer. Yeah? Boom, boom, boom. And this is Welsh, is it? Fine. A bit late now. What did the grape do? I've got a classic for you now. What did the grape do? What did the grape do when he got stepped on? He let out a little wine. I like that. All right, I gotta go. Thank you very much. Have a great night. Cheers. All the best.
Okay, round number 3. Your film answers. Number 1 was Forrest Gump. Number 2 was Batman Begins, and only Batman Begins. Number 3 was Aliens, with an S on the end. Number 4 was Titanic, and number 5 was Harry Brown. Hope we did well. Okay, now it's time for your Guess the Year round. Question number 1 was 1948. Question number 2 was 1918. Question number 3 was 1998. Question number 4 was 1988. And question number 5 was 1938. Well, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the quiz, and if you did, please click subscribe below and like it, and we will make more next week. One thing to note is some of our sponsors have got together and agreed that
if we can get to 10,000 subscribers on our YouTube page, they will donate £500 cash to the Swansea crisis centres to help those less vulnerable and homeless during the COVID virus. So all you have to do to help that cause is literally just hit subscribe, and that donation of £500 will go off next week to them. Otherwise, hope you enjoyed. Send us your new scores in the comments below. See who won, and we've got some prizes to go out as well. So there we go, that's the end of that. I gotta go back to the kitchen, so take care, bye.